All right, here we go. Let me plug the joint right quick. What happens when you don't deal with women on your terms? What happens when you don't deal with women on your terms? Gentlemen, what happens when you don't deal with women on your terms? Oh, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a Facebook post, and I'm going to follow that up with a short video clip. And I'm going to show you what happens when you do not deal with women on your terms. Now, when we talk about terms and conditions, right? What are we talking about, right? Terms and conditions, right? Now, you typically hear terms and conditions in business related matters, right? But basically, when I talk about strictly dealing with women on your terms, yours, it's not her terms and it's not a mix of y'all's terms. It's strictly your terms. Dealing with women on your terms, it basically sets out the terms that applies to the relationship. If you want to be in a relationship with me, this is how you got to move. These are my requirements. Now, here's the thing. What do we always talk about? Free will. Women have free will. Women have free will. If you do not want to assimilate to how I have my life already established and already structured, then we don't have to be in a relationship. Okay, let me just say this. Okay, this is why when guys say they're looking for a girlfriend, every time guys say they're looking for a girlfriend and we ask them why, or I ask them why, they never have a grown man answer. They never have the dominant, assertive, man in charge type answer for why they want a fucking girlfriend. And typically what happens is they just want to be booed up just so they can have somebody, just so they can have the affection and the companionship and access to sex on a steady basis. That's why a lot of guys really want relationships. So if you want relationships for those superficial fucking reasons, what are you going to end up doing oftentimes? If you find a woman that's willing to give you those things, what are you going to do? You're going to capitulate. You're going to make accommodations and concessions to have this woman in your life. And then you're going to run into these fucking problems that I'm about to fucking show you. You're going to run into these motherfucking problems, man. All because you want this woman to be your fucking girl so bad. And y'all gonna see why I say only deal with women on your terms. Strictly deal with women on your terms. Don't make no accommodations, no concessions. And let me just say this, because you might have some women, they might call you an asshole, they might call you a male chauvinist, a sexist, all these different things, right? Selfish and all of this. First and foremost, everybody's selfish. Every single individual on this motherfucking planet is selfish to one degree or another. That's one thing. Also, you have a right, gentlemen. You have an innate right to say, this is my life. This is how I'm living it. If you want to be a part of it, these are my fucking requirements. You can't come into my life and just do what the fuck you want to do and make decisions where you think I'm going to acquiesce, right? I'm going to acquiesce to them shits just because I supposedly love you. And under the guise of love, that's where a lot of guys make fucking mistakes. Well, I do love her, so I guess I may as well. Let me tell y'all something. I implore all you men, never, ever, 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 ever sacrifice for love. Never sacrifice anything simply because that woman has feelings for you and you have feelings for her. And a lot of you guys, y'all hear that shit in relationships, sacrificing. Why you got to sacrifice? Why you got to sacrifice? Why? Why do you got to sacrifice? Like an example would be this, and I'm going to get to the clip and to the Facebook post just a moment. I hear women, for instance, not all women, some women, and I see this on Facebook oftentimes, right? A lot of Facebook posts. They'll say, a real man only wants to be with one woman, or a man is not ready to be in a relationship if he can't be just with you. Why I got to sacrifice all the other women I'm dealing with? Why I got to get rid of them for you? Why? And that's what a lot of guys do. This is why I talk about that obligated monogamy bullshit. Now, let me just say this. Here's my disclaimer. I don't have no problem with people who want to be in sexually exclusive, monogamy-oriented relationships. It ain't for me, though. I tried it a few times. And I've come to the conclusion and to the realization that monogamy-oriented relationships where I'm expected to be sexually exclusive with one woman ain't for me. It's not for me. I tried it. It ain't for me. Right? So why I got to sacrifice that? Why I got to sacrifice the shit that I like doing? Right? So, and here's the thing. This is what guys think. Well, if I don't give up this or if I don't compromise that, then I'll never find a girlfriend. Yeah, you will. If you gamed up and you that dude, yes, you will find a woman that's down with what you're doing. And that's what compatibility is all about. This is how I'm moving. Hold on real quick. My camera bugging. Hold on real quick. Okay. So at the end of the day, if you gamed up, you have structure to your life, you have standards that you're not willing to deviate from, and you that dude, women typically gravitate to you, women do fuck with you, women do tend to like you and all of that, you gonna be all right. Now, this is what will happen. Your dating pool, as far as the women you can be serious with, hold on, my camera tripping again. It will shrink. Now, as far as the women you can casually date, it's not really going to impact that. But when it will a little bit, but not really. But when it comes to like potential relationships, yeah, the more stringent you are, right? The more I ain't budging from this position type attitude you have. Like I ain't fucking with no chick if it ain't on my terms. Yeah, it's gonna shrink as far as the women you can actually be in relationships with. But it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a clip. Okay, let me do something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna play a clip, and then what I'm gonna do is show you the Facebook post so you can kind of see the end result of it, right? So hold on real quick. Let me do this joint right quick. Let me do this. Which one do I want to do? No, not that one. This one. I want to do this one. So we're going to listen all the way through, and then I'm going to come back and break it down. I need you guys to not only pay attention to the words being spoken by this couple, it's a couple, but pay attention to what's really going on between these two individuals. Pay attention to the body language, the demeanor, all of that. Pay attention. Let's go.
When you guys go out, who pays for the dates?
Mostly him.
Always him. But
When do you pay?
groceries.
When it's really important, necessities, sometimes.
Like,
Groceries and the electric bill. The electric bill.
so you cover the electric bill for sure.
Yeah, I do.
$60, $70.
Don't
Maybe-
lie.
maybe
Don't
like
lie. It's
max
100 plus. It's 100 plus. He's a capper.
Like he covers everything else?
Yeah.
So if he's covering 90% of the bills, what else do you bring to the table?
She's gorgeous.
Love and genuine
Okay. I got to let it play through.
loyalty, and it's not all about money.
You consider you guys a traditional couple?
Been together for 3 years. We met naturally. I don't see why not.
But the question is, If the roles were reversed, do you think that this relationship would last?
If roles were reversed, that's a good question. I'll have to think about it.
When you guys go out, who pays?
We're gonna break this shit down. Do y'all see what I mean? Y'all see they were having like a little tiff, a little spat. You can tell that he is not all the way happy with the arrangement. But what did he say at the end? She's gorgeous. See, that's what happens. Hold on real quick. My camera is tripping. But this is what happens when you don't deal with women strictly on your terms. Because he thinks she's gorgeous. He is willing to make concessions, but he's not happy with the arrangement. Now we're gonna replay it and I'm gonna break it down.
Pays for the days.
Look at his face. Why is he pointing at her? See, if he felt completely comfortable with the arrangement and he felt like it was something he really wanted to do, he would be like, man, hey, this is my baby. I'll pay all the bills. I got her. I don't want her doing shit. I pay for everything. I want her to what they say? I want her to relax in her feminine. I don't want her doing nothing. Why ain't he saying that? Why is he look at his face? He got the curled lip and he pointing at her. Why?
Mostly him.
Always him.
Okay, always him. This is what happens when you don't deal with women on your terms. This is what happens. You end up in a situation, and this is what typically happens. See, in the beginning, guys is cool with it in the beginning. But what happens is, eventually, they start to feel like, I mean, am I renting my girlfriend? Am I leasing my girlfriend? And let me tell y'all motherfuckers this. A lot of you motherfuckers have been in predicaments where you were doing exactly that. You were leasing a girlfriend or renting a girlfriend. Some of y'all might be in that situation right now. Don't never get caught up like that. Now, let me just say this. There is nothing wrong with paying all the bills. Nothing wrong. If you can pay all the bills and all of that, and you can do it comfortably, and you can still have not only the quality of life that you prefer, but also you can stack your ends and you can still invest money for your future as far as the retirement and all of that good shit. Cool, not a problem. But you better make sure that that woman that you're doing that shit for, not only is she worthy of it, but strictly only do it on your terms. Don't do it because she requires it of you. Don't do it because she expects it of you. Don't do it because you feel a sense of obligation to do it. Do it because that's what you do. That's what you do. Regardless of the female, that's what you do. Let's go.
But
When do you pay?
groceries.
When
What did he say? Groceries. What that tells me is the arrangement they have wasn't led by him. She basically, look, in both these situations, do you think the guys are leading? Do you think these men are dealing with these women? I'm going to show you the other one, but it's not a clip, it's a post. And you're going to see something. You're going to see how it culminates into a situation that's fucked up when you do not deal with women strictly on your motherfucking terms.
it's really important, necessities, sometimes.
Like,
Sometimes. You ladies are hilarious. See, women are funny because they want consistency, but oftentimes they cannot be consistent themselves. She says sometimes when she feels like it. Gentlemen, I implore you, never get into a relationship where a woman feels like you're the man, you're the provider, you're supposed to pay for everything, and she only pays for shit when she feels like it. I have never dated a woman seriously that had that type of attitude. I won't. I refuse to. Will never happen. Let's go.
Groceries and
Occasionally.
the electric bill.
He said occasionally, which means he prefers for her to do it more. Nigga, you the leader. You the leader. Gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. Never get into a relationship with a woman where you cannot instruct her, where literally you can't tell her what the fuck to do. If you cannot tell your woman what the fuck to do, if you cannot provide instructions for your woman, fuck all that asking shit. Hey, babe, would you mind? No. Hey, I'm going to need you to do X, Y, Z. Just like that. Hey, yo, I know you're used to paying the electric bill, but I'm going to need you to cover that bill, and I'm going to need you to cover that bill this month. And if she even look like she about to have a slick mouth, hey, I don't want to hear nothing. You paying both them bills. Period. Don't ask, you instruct. And I ain't fucking playing.
Bill. The electric bill.
So you cover the electric bill for sure.
Yeah, I do.
$60, $70.
Don't
Maybe-
lie.
maybe
Don't
like-
lie.
See, right there. You can tell he's not happy with the arrangement. But if he was dealing with her strictly on his terms, this wouldn't be an issue. They wouldn't even be having this back and forth about money. That's what it is. So in private, when the camera's away, do you think they argue about money? Do you think they argue about what she kicking into the situation? Do y'all think they argue? So when I show you this post, you gonna see these motherfuckers argue. Do you think they argue? I bet you they do.
It's
Max
100 plus. It's 100 plus. He's a capper.
Like he covers everything else.
Yeah.
So if he's covering 90% of the bills, what else do you bring to the table?
She's gorgeous.
Love.
Love. So is that what niggas is providing for? A gorgeous bitch who loves you? Is that what niggas is doing? Is that what y'all are doing? Y'all are paying all of the bills or the majority of the bills simply because a chick is gorgeous and she fucking loves you?
And genuine loyalty, and it's not all about money.
Okay. She said it's not all about money, but she says she pays sometimes. But it's not all about money. But she pays sometimes. So a woman's loyalty costs women. Is that true? Your loyalty, a nigga got to pay for your loyalty. A nigga got to write a check for your loyalty. A nigga got to make a deposit, no withdrawal for your motherfucking loyalty. Is that what the fuck is going on?
You consider you guys a traditional couple?
Been together for 3 years. We met naturally. I don't see why not.
But the question is, if the roles were reversed,
Bear in mind, she said it's not all about money.
do you think that this relationship would last?
If roles were reversed.
Let me tell y'all something. The fact that he said no, he's with the wrong bitch. And that's the realest shit I ever spoke. The fact that he said no, he's with the wrong fucking woman. If you ever felt like, man, if something happened to my money or something happened to my situation or with my situation and I need her to hold it down, if you feel like your woman wouldn't hold it down, if you're not 1000% certain that your woman will hold it down with a smile, you're with the wrong fucking woman. Sad. This is sad.
That's a good question. I'll have to think about it.
When you guys go,
But it's not all about money. Okay, so let's go, man. Hold on. We ain't done. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. All right, let me hop to this other one right here. So y'all can't read this. It's a little small. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's good as it's going. Let me just read it to you. Right? So y'all can read the top. I don't need to read that part. So let me just read this to y'all. Now, what's the title of the joint? What happens when you don't deal with women on your terms? My fiance and I have been together for 2 years. When I proposed, she moved in. I pay all the bills, and on top of that, I've been handling all the wedding planning expenses. Okay, bear in mind, he said he's been handling all of the wedding planning expenses. Towards the bottom of this, you're going to see how much money she makes. And you're going to ask yourself, Zag always says hashtag her debit card works too. I guess her shit ain't working, right? Here we go. I came to her and asked her, why are you asking? Stop fucking asking. Tell these women, instruct these women what you require them to do in a relationship. And if they got an issue with it, kick them to the fucking curb. Give them their walking papers, their fucking pink slips. They can't stay. Right? Here we go. I came to her and asked if we could go 50-50 on the bills until the wedding is over. You know, money is a little tight when this wedding is $75,000. It's $75,000 and she ain't kicking no money in? It's 75. Okay, let me peep you out of something. And this is something that people don't think about. At least they don't think about it enough. Everybody wants these so-called traditional relationships, these traditional marriages where the man is the provider, he pays for everything, the woman is chilling. Do y'all know that is a tradition, at least in the Western society, it's a fucking tradition for the woman's family to pay for the wedding? Y'all do know that, right? So if it's tradition for the woman's family to pay for the wedding, why is he paying $75,000? And if her family can't afford it, but she can, then she need to be paying for that motherfucking wedding. Yo, man, let me tell y'all something. Okay, I gotta do a whole nother video on my situations when I got married, because I did not pay no 50% for shit. You know what I'm saying? I paid less than 50%. Hey, you want this wedding? You want it a certain type of way? Man, I ain't paying all that money for that shit. I ain't doing that shit. You want a dream wedding, bitch? Pay for that dream wedding. I'm gonna kick some money in on it, the amount of money that I feel I'm comfortable with, and not a penny more. Right? So anyway, so hold on. She flipped out on me and told me her going 50-50 is a roommate situation and not for a wife. He should have ended the relationship right away. As soon as she flipped out, gentlemen, never argue or haggle with women over two things. No, three things. Never argue or haggle with women over respect, sex, and money. Respect, sex, and money. Never, ever haggle or argue with women over those three things. If she can't respect you, the bitch gotta go. If she can't fuck you on a regular, consistent basis to your liking, the bitch gotta go. If you got a browbeat her to fucking break out that debit card and start swiping that motherfucker, she gotta go. Here we go. Hold on real quick. She said she's not comfortable going half because as a man, I should take care of the household. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens when you don't deal with a woman on your terms. She's coming into your life telling you what the fuck you should do in your life. Did y'all not hear what I just said? She's coming into your life telling you what the fuck you should do in your life. No, bitch, I'm going to tell you what you need to be doing in my life to be a part of it. When you deal with women strictly on your terms, you don't have these issues. It's not normal to argue. The only reason guys get into arguments with their women is because you're not dealing with the woman on your terms. And then when situations arise, now you're arguing with the chick to get her to do something a certain way that she ain't never been doing it because you never required it. Now, in the 11th hour, you're requiring her to do something that she's ill-equipped to do because you didn't properly vet the bitch. Now, let's go. Hold on. Mind you, she make over $85,000 annually from her job and can splurge freely because I cover everything. She make $85,000 a year. That's about $7,000 a month. she can't pay for the whole wedding. She can pay for the whole wedding. If he's paying for everything, all of the bills, she could have saved up the money in about a year's time and paid for the whole thing. You don't got to take out no loan. You don't got to use no credit cards. She could have paid for the whole thing. She could have paid for the whole thing. She don't give a fuck about this nigga, and she don't respect him, right? So let's move on. She said her dad told her she should think about going through with the marriage because I'm not a provider for asking her to go half. What do you think I should do? So she went to her dad to complain about her would-be husband, telling her what she need to do in their household. Fire that bitch. She's done. Unfucking forgivable. Who got more influence in a situation, her pops or him? Do you see what happens when you do not deal with women strictly on your terms? I think I done said enough. I'm out.